Both Bahasa Malaysia and Bahasa Indonesia are based on Malay, but they have diverged somewhat over the past 100 years or so and are now somewhat different, in particular in their vocabulary. In Malaysia, there are more English loanwords, and in Indonesian, there are more Dutch loanwords, as well as loans from regional languages of Indonesia, such as Javanese. So, for example, the word for bag in Indonesian is tas, which comes from Dutch, and in the Malaysian version of Malay, it's beg, which comes from English. Another difference is that Malaysians often don't speak Malay on its own. They mix it with lots of English words, and some words from other languages like Hokkien Chinese. These aren't really loanwords, they're not part of standard written Malay, but rather people code switch in an improvised manner. Something similar happens with Indonesian, but the code switching is normally between Indonesian and regional languages like Javanese, Sundanese, and so on. But Chinese has also influenced some varieties of informal Indonesian. There are many more speakers of Hokkien or other varieties of Chinese in Malaysia than there are in Indonesia, because 6. The racial, cultural, and religious demographics of Malaysia and Indonesia are very different. In Malaysia, 69.4% of the population are Bumiputra, Malays and other ethnic groups who are native to the country. 23.2% are Chinese Malaysians, and 6.7% are Indian Malaysians, mainly of Tamil background. These are the numbers as of 2020. Chinese and Indian Malaysians in large part descend from laborers who were brought there by the British during colonial rule. In Indonesia, about 95% of the population are Pribumi, native Indonesians, and official statistics state that only 1.2% of Indonesians identify as Chinese. The number of people with Chinese roots is definitely higher, but in Indonesia they have been more assimilated than the Chinese in Malaysia. In Malaysia, minorities are less assimilated, and the different ethnic groups have different cultural identities, different school systems taught in their respective languages, and political platforms represent the interests of specific ethnic groups, and so on. In Indonesia, this is not the case. There's mainly just one Indonesian school system, and while there are different regional identities and different ethnic groups, only one national identity is accepted: Indonesian. From 1966 until 2001, Chinese language and cultural celebrations in public were actually banned, which led to a high level of assimilation.